Hello and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. We just woke up in the middle of this beautiful meadow, and we even have a nice view down to this river. That's fantastic. That's really great. And no, I don't want to have your rotten flesh. Please go away. And yeah, so we have a beautiful view down to this river. The bed is standing in the middle of this beautiful meadow. But yeah, there are a few things that are not the same as last time, as we went to bed, because we are now in Minecraft version 1.15. So yet another update has snuck up on us, and yeah, we are now playing a new version of Minecraft. As usual, I have absolutely no idea what has changed. I have absolutely no idea what the developers have implemented in the game, what the new things are that we can find here. So I think when we just continue on with what we are doing, when we just continue on with our exploration, then we might encounter some of the new features, and yeah, we can just learn what's new. So this should be exciting. I just hope they haven't added more of this fancy stuff like those pillagers and other weird things that are just annoying. They're just annoying. So I hope the new things that have been added to the game are less annoying than the last few things that have been added. This would be good. This would be really nice. But yeah, we will see. We will see if we can discover something new in this very episode, or hi. All right. Or if there are, well, other things, or if we have to wait a little bit longer until we find something. We will see. We will see. Tree sheep. Tree sheep indeed. Meh. All right. Yeah, so what's new? Except for the new version of Minecraft. There aren't so many new things, I would say. I mean, it's just the usual craziness. So just working on the reviews, doing teaching. Yeah. There hasn't been anything exciting, I must say, and that's weird. That's really weird. I can't really recall something that has happened since the last time, which is really sad, because, well, there are a few things, just a minor thing. But yeah, today we just had, or I think it's still going on, I just left early. We do have a Christmas party for our student workers, and yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with a Christmas party for our student workers, but it started snowing, and that's cool. That's really amazing. I haven't seen snow in quite some time, because this region of Germany has rarely snow, which is really sad, because I enjoy snow. I love snow. Snow in winter is the perfect thing. That's really when I'm super happy and so on. So we had snow. It started snowing while we had this student worker Christmas party, which is cool, which is really nice. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Then leaving the building, walking through the snow, touching the snow. seeing the snow falling. So this was amazing. This was really great. This was I felt a little bit like a little child or so. So this was super cool. And yeah, that's I guess the biggest news. That's indeed the most exciting thing that has happened since the last episode. Maybe another thing has happened since the last episode. Not sure if you can hear this in my voice or if my voice is not so much affected by it. But I do have a little cold, so nothing major. Everything is fine. I still feel good. I don't suffer from that cold or so in any way. It's just a little bit annoying. But maybe you can hear it in my voice or so. So yeah, that's a thing now, I guess. But yeah, that's about it. I'm afraid, which is sad. I mean, sure, it's okay when nothing bad happens, but maybe a few exciting things would be also interesting. So yeah, what happened since Sunday? I mean, Monday there wasn't so much going on. Monday was mostly filled with doing reviews for this conference, preparing teaching, getting ready for teaching. Tuesday about the same, except for the fact that I had to do teaching. Oh yes, Tuesday. Ooh, I totally forgot about that one. And that's also related to a question of Matthew, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, Tuesday we, or a few colleagues and we decided to go climbing again. So went to this hall where we can do bouldering, and yeah, we climbed up some roads, which was really amazing, which was really nice to climb up some boulders. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. When I think in total we started with 3, so 2 colleagues and I. Then two additional colleagues joined us a little bit later, and finally another one showed up. What's happening there? Showed up later. So in total we've been 6 colleagues, friends. And that's really amazing when you can do this kind of sports together, when you can share those activities, when you can assist each other, when you can help each other overcoming a certain boulder or so, give some useful tips or so, how to get somewhere up or so. So this was really a cool evening. So had a lot of fun there. And yeah, this was Tuesday, right after teaching. Teaching itself is going all right. I mean, it's always the problem. I mean, I guess as a student I wouldn't have been better. I mean, I'm quite sure I was similarly distracted, or even more distracted than current students. But when you then are the one who has to do teaching, it's always awkward seeing that many students are just distracted, and you notice, okay, they don't really care about what you're talking, and you unfortunately have to do this talking, teaching, and so on, because that's your duty. So it's a little bit weird. I mean, it's not that they are forced to be there, so they could also be somewhere else when they are not interested in, but they decided to show up. But seeing then someone not really being interested in what is discussed, sometimes a little bit awkward, but I guess that's the usual thing, and I'm already quite used to it over the course of the last years of doing teaching and experiencing this over and over again. But yeah, there's that. And yeah, today, just a normal day. Some more preparation for teaching. I realized that, okay, I need to, I was asked last session by one of the students if I could provide some more insights and more specifics about the exam, and so I guess I will do this next time a little bit, so that they can start preparing for the exam, because I'm quite sure. I think the main problem here is I am using a format for the exam that's not typical. That's quite unusual, and I think it will be a great way. It will be really a great way to be tested and graded, because the bachelor's and master's program in respawn point set. Alrighty then, that's good to know, I guess. Thank you so much, Minecraft. Thank you so much for this insight. Yeah, the bachelor's and master's program in human-computer interaction, they have one large expo each semester where students can present their work. They have to basically do a poster presentation similar to a conference or so. So they have to prepare a poster and then present their results, and interested people can show up, can ask questions, and that's also one of the courses they have to take during their studies. And I decided, okay, it would be super cool when my students will just show up there as well, present their projects, and I will ask them a few questions, and this is then the oral exam they have to do. So it will be way more substantial than just a normal oral exam where, okay, show up, get a few questions asked. No, this time I think it will be better. It will be way more interesting, and will be way more fair, because they can have their posters, so they can use this poster to answer questions and to hopefully answer questions in a way better way. So I'm excited about this, but yeah, because this is not typical for those students that study to become a teacher one day, I think I have to provide them with some additional information. And so this is coming up next week, and for doing this, I of course had to do some preparation today, then of course more paper reading and paper reviewing. So this, I guess, will keep me busy until Christmas or so, and I hope I'm done by Christmas, because the deadline for the reviews is January 5th, and I don't want to continue doing reviews over the course of the holidays. So I have to make sure that I can finish all the reviews just before Christmas, and right now I'm quite confident that it will work out, unless something bad happens and causes a huge delay or so, but I'm confident. I'm quite confident that I can make it, so this would be good. And yeah, then this evening we had this special Christmas party for the student workers. Really, really a nice gesture and really a nice thing. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired, and so I decided, okay, to leave early. And I hope they will still have some fun, and will have a great party in the rooms and labs of our research group. As I left, they were playing some PlayStation, some Street Fighter. I just enjoyed some Mario Kart before, so this was quite fun. But yeah, so I guess that's all that has happened since the last time. And yeah, I got a quite fitting question from Matthew. I think he replied to the episode where I talked about the gameplay evening we had at work. So where I played together with three friends or three colleagues. And yeah, he found it quite interesting. And he asks, do you make such activities often? I find that I have so little of these opportunities and it's having a toll on me. Okay, yesterday I suggested to my colleagues to go to the bar and it was really fun, except going to the bar and playing Viking chess. What other activities do you suggest to do with your colleagues? Well, in our case, and that's why I find it quite fun to discuss what we did yesterday with the climbing activities. We go to or is Matthew replying to a story where I went with my colleagues to a bar? So this could also have happened. I can't recall what I talked about in episode 533. I'm quite sure it was the gameplay evening, but who knows? Man, so many things have happened in the past and they blend together or so. But anyway, so yeah, I occasionally go with my colleagues to a bar, have a dinner there, or just grab a few drinks. Or, as I said, yesterday we went to the climbing hall. We went to there's some lava. That's dangerous, I guess. We climbed up some boulders. The only sad thing about bouldering yesterday was the fact that I thought my leg injury or whatever I did to my leg was over, because I managed to get in some good runs again, and I was fast again, had some decent running times. But while climbing up one boulder, I had basically to twist a little my leg, and by twisting that leg, I injured it itself, or it hurt a lot. So for the rest of the evening I was just climbing with one leg, so every time I had to move up my healthy leg, I had to pull up myself just with my arms and bring my leg to a higher position or so, because I don't want to put any force on the injured leg. So this was a little bit bad, but it was also quite an interesting challenge to climb up those boulders then, being handicapped a bit. So yeah, I do those sports events not very often. This was the first time that we did such a thing. I mean, I was bouldering with a friend quite some time, but not in such a large group, so this is cool. Then we do those gameplay evenings. I'm also planning to, or we planned already, 2 Christmas parties. So one Christmas party is with one group of friends, the other Christmas party is with a different group of friends. So yeah, I don't know. We do a lot. We do many things. So yeah, I would just suggest just maybe go to the movies, or go with your colleagues, do some sports together. So I mean, it heavily depends how close you are, how much some kind of friendship evolves out of your work or so. If you can become friends, or if it's more just, okay, we're doing work together, but that's about it. This also determines heavily what you can do with your friends or with your colleagues, but this would be my suggestions. So yeah, Matthew's question goes on. One thing that would be interesting would be to make a Nintendo 64 session after work. Yeah, that's playing computer games. This would be good also to play some good old games, some vintage games, some classic games. Always fun, always great, because everyone has some great memories to those games and enjoys them in their childhood, in their teenage time. So yeah, this would be great. This would be very, very great. Matthew goes on. I have a question. Oh, okay, the second question. What is the frequency with which you communicate with your friends? Is it okay to take off their news a few times a week, or is it too much? I find that it's sometimes a... Ooh, hi. Okay, before I can continue reading that question, I have to do something about that guy here. Hey, you, ow! Alright. Let's put those bones away. I find it sometimes anxiety inducing to try to keep your friendships with the adult life, the PhD, and all that jazz. Adult life? What is adult life? I mean, I'm probably the worst person to be regarded as an adult or so. Interestingly, this is a conversation I had with a friend. She said that I look quite like an adult, that I seem to have everything under control or so, and I was quite surprised because, okay, it's nice that I look as if I would have everything under control, but personally I feel that nothing is under my control, that I'm still lost, that I'm very lost, and that I have absolutely no idea what's going on with me and with my life and all that jazz. So yeah, what's adult life? I don't get it. That's weird. But yeah, with the PhD and all this other stuff, I can fully understand this. The good thing is, in my case, all my friends are also my colleagues. So, well, of course, I do have a few other friends, but in general, I would say all the friends I have, at least here in this town, are also colleagues. So, as long as they are not on a vacation or so, I see them on a daily basis. And ooh, wow, that's a decent drop. That's crazy. Ooh, that's even a ravine. Cool. That's neat. I just see my colleagues and my friends on a daily basis. So to me, it's not that difficult, not that problematic to keep up with them, to keep up with the friendship, because we see us nearly every day, and it's a little bit like during school time or so, or high school, when you've been together with your friends. Oh man, I sound very sniffy, I guess, right now. That's bad. that's very bad. But yeah, it's like, oh, I don't have food anymore. That's bad. Maybe we have to cook up the pork chops or eat a golden apple. Huh. Okay, can I enjoy raw mutton? Yes, but it's not very satisfying. But anyway, all right. Got some food. But yeah, so all my friends are also my colleagues, so I see them on a daily basis, and this is making things quite easy. But I can totally agree. It would be, or it is hard for me to keep in touch with other friends that are not my colleagues, because I spend so much time at work, and when I finally get back home, I'm also quite tired, or I do something with my work friends, or, well, they're not just work friends, with my friends I know from work, that, I don't really have so much time to really keep up with all my other friends. On the other hand, there aren't so many left, so, but yeah, it's still hard. It's their life is tough. Life is tough in this regard. But it depends. I would say there is not really a too much or not enough. It's more about how close are you? Is this a very close connection? Is this a very long friend, or is this someone you rarely see and where it's just an easy friendship or so? I mean, when it's really a close friend, then it's good to stay in contact as often as possible. But when it's just a person that is nice to know or so, then it's also okay to just ask them for what's going on or so once a week or so. So it really depends how close you are, I would say. And I also think it's a natural thing. So you can't really quantify it. You can't say you have to have contact every day for at least 1 hour or so. No, that's it has to be a natural thing where it's a mutual thing where both, so you and your friend, are basically feeling the same, or you want the same. You want the same amount of contact. So this makes things. I think that's the right measurement. Is everyone feeling all right, or is someone feeling that there's an imbalance or so? And I think this is really what determines the right way to communicate with your friends. So, oh no. So yeah, this would be my final answer to this. Now I just need to see that I can go to bed. And yeah, I think we will continue in the next episode. Hopefully I won't sound that sniffy anymore. This would be good. In this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!